Hi girls, Mrs. Griffith here. Today I'm going to have a go at one of the tasks of the home learning, one of the writing tasks, and I'm going to have a go about thinking what I would feed the hungry caterpillar. So if I was going to give him some food, what would I give him? So first of all, I'm going to start thinking about my favourite foods or foods that I think might be interesting to give him. And I'm going to have a go at putting them into a little list first. Then once I've made my list, I'm going to choose which one I'm going to have a go at putting into a sentence. And if your child wants to do more than one, then that's absolutely fine, but one is also acceptable. So I've been thinking about my favourite foods. And the first one that I'm going to feed the hungry caterpillar is going to be some chips. I love chips, with ketchup of course. So I'm going to sound out chips. Ch-ips. Chips. And again, ch-ips. Chips. Now, before you write it, just remind your child, how did we make the ch diagraph? Which two letters made that one sound? Oh yes, it's a k and a h. So now I can have a go at writing the word chips. Here I go. Ch. I. P. S. Chips. Now the second thing I thought of about feeding the hungry caterpillar is something really hot and spicy. I don't know if he'd like it, but I'm going to have a go at feeding him curry. Curry. K-O-R-E. Curry. How did we make the E sound? Which two letters make the E sound? Oh, it's E. So I'm going to have a go at writing curry. K-O. And in this word, because we know there are two ers in this word, you could tell your child, actually the sound is a digraph. It's two letters that make that one sound. Oh yes, it must be two letters the same. It must be two ers. K-O-R-E. And again, as we have spoken about before, then you would point out to your children, you know, that's how it sounds. That's how it sounds like, but it doesn't quite look like that. And then, how do we make the E sound at the end of mummy and daddy and baby? Oh yes, it's a yeah, well done. And you could leave that until the end, but again, just pointing out to them that there's different ways to make that sound. So actually, curry is spelled K-O-R-R-E, curry. Now I want to think of one more. Oh, I've just thought of a fruit that I don't think the hungry caterpillar ate. I was thinking of something yellow. It's quite long and bended. It's a banana. Oh, this is going to be a tricky one. B-N-A-N. Oh, so I'm going to have a go at writing this how it sounds. Banana. It's got the R sound in it. Which two letters make the R sound? R. A-R. B-N-A-N. Here we go. B-N-A-N. Banana. Looks very strange, but that's how it sounds to me. But again, afterwards you would show your children that's how it sounds, but this is how it looks. So I've made my list. I've only got 3 things on it, but I'm going to choose one that I'm going to feed the hungry caterpillar. I think I'm going to choose chips. I'm going to go for chips. So I'm just going to put a little box around chips because that's what I've decided that I'm going to feed him. Now then, in the home learning, it says have a go at using the words because in your sentence. So because that word has been given, I'm going to write that at the top of my paper. So I didn't print out the sheet. I didn't have a printer. I've just got a piece of paper, but it doesn't matter because you can write your sentence anywhere. You could do it outside on the floor in chalk if you don't have any paper. Anywhere. It doesn't have to be printed off the sheet, off the website. So I'm going to write the word because that's been given to me, just so that I've got it there ready for when I need it. Because, okay? So I'm going to start with the beginning bit of my sentence. I'm going to split my sentence into half. So in the first part of my sentence, I'm going to say what I would feed him. And in the second part of the sentence, I'm going to say why, joining those 2 parts of the sentence together with the word because. So the first bit of my sentence, How can I put chips into a sentence? I can't just write chips. No, I need it. So, oh, I know, because I'm going to feed it to him. So, I would feed him chips. Oh, yes. How many words are in my sentence? I would feed him chips. There's 5 words in the first part of my sentence. I, finger space, would, finger space, feed, finger space, him, finger space, chips. Then I do need a finger space because I've got the second part. I would feed him chips. Okay, I've got that sentence in my head and now I'm going to have a go at writing it. So it's a tricky word and it's the start of my sentence, so it needs to be a nice capital tricky word. I would, would. Lovely finger space. Would. I would feed. Feed. I remember the E sound. I remember that's 2 S, so I need my finger space. And here I go. Feed. I would feed him. Him. Nice finger space. I would feed him chips. Oh, I've already done that in my list, so I can use that to copy after my nice finger space. See if I can fit it all on here. I would feed him chips. Now, I'm going to do the second half of my sentence and I'm going to join it with the word because. So I'm going to write the word because into my sentence and then I can think about why. I would feed him chips because. Why would I feed him chips? Well, it's quite simple really, because I love them. Easy. I love them. I love them. I, finger space, love, finger space, them, full stop on the end to show it's the end of my sentence. So I think I could do that quite easily. I would feed him chips because tricky word, I love, finger space, them. Oh, now, because some people go them and do a v. It's that naughty clown sound. He sticks his tongue out. Which 2 letters make that sound? Oh, yes, it's a t and a h. So I can write Here I go. And end my sentence. With a full stop. Now, one of the most important things when you're writing is to keep checking it, keep reading your sentence back. I would feed him chips because I love them. So I've kept reading my sentence back to make sure that I haven't missed any of my words out. I've got super finger spaces in between. I've had a go at sounding out some words that I don't know how to spell, and I've completed my sentence. So I would feed him chips because I love them. What would you feed the hungry caterpillar? I'm looking forward to seeing your sentences and seeing what you come up with, what you would like to feed him. Thank you.